Hi, I'm Jim Clark, and welcome to our Cavalier Volleyball Update. We're talking with Cavalier head coach Erin Stine. And Erin, good start to the season. A lot of new faces on this Cavalier team. First, let's go back to Alderson Broaddus. Huge win in a hot environment last Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a really hot gym. We did really good. We're starting to try to figure out what lineup's going to work best for us. And so that's what we were doing first at Alderson Broaddus. So we started off really flat. The first two games, it was hot and the girls were frustrated. And, there was a moment in game 3, we just kind of all looked at each other and said, this isn't good enough. And they really stepped it up and powered through 5 games. So.
And you find some things out when you're down 2-0 on the road, coming back to win.
Absolutely. We've got 2 really great senior leadership players right now in Paige Chandler and Chrissy Sokol, and they really do a nice job of stepping in and setting the bar high and really holding the team accountable, which is good.
You can tell they feel this is their team now as seniors.
Absolutely. I'm not going to say they were in the shadows before, but they've really gotten the chance to step up. They're on the court, all 6 rotations, and they're doing a really, really good job. So
there's some tough shoes to fill with O'Donnell and Sokol and Morris. You lost some very good players.
Yeah,
Not Sokol. You know who I meant.
I know who
Duran.
you meant. Duran, yes. They, for me, they have been kind of my core group for the last 4 years. When I took over as head coach, they had just gotten here, and they really established themselves as a successful group of athletes in the NAIA, and we were really successful with them. So now it's about finding out how to be successful in the NCAA, what pieces we need to put into place, and I think Paige and Chrissy are ready to step up and tackle that. So.
And you head to Belmont Abbey, almost pulled that off again the first game against Pembroke, dropped the first 2, won the next 2, but couldn't quite pull that 5th set out.
Yeah, even with our senior leadership and Paige and Chrissy, we're young. We're really, really young. I've got a brand new setter who's a freshman who's really doing an outstanding job. But there's some growing pains that are coming with this. So we were really close, to be honest, all weekend. We were right there all weekend, and we really did a lot of lineup changes. This is where we're working the kinks out and trying to figure out who plays well next to who. What rotations are best for us. So this was a really good learning, growing weekend for us before going into conference play.
You talk about Haley Howell, the setter. She looks like she belongs.
She does. She's such a great athlete, and I couldn't ask for more out of a freshman setter. She's trying her best. She's coming early. She's staying late. She's watching film. She's really trying to step in and fill Hannah's shoes, and I think she's doing a really, really wonderful job. She's tall. She blocks well. She's a lefty. She's bringing all these really exciting elements to the floor. So I think with a little patience from our hitters, a little patience from me, I think that she's going to be a really great asset to our program.
And also making the impact, though not new to the program, but playing for the first time, is Kelsey Snyder.
Absolutely. She was injured. She had an ACL tear last season, and it took her out. But she came in and just was a great all-around player. She dug the ball really well. She served tough. She was blocking well, hitting well. I couldn't ask for more. So yeah, she was really surprising me, and I'm really proud of how she's doing.
Also back, Devin Hummel played a lot last year. Newcomers being Kelly Miller has played well, and Janelle Yunker really played well down at Belmont Abbey.
Yeah, she did. In the past, she had played some middle and high school, and when she got here, she's really tall, and she puts up a really good block. So we were talking about her on the right side, and this weekend, we needed more production out of the middle. And so I put her in, and she stepped up to the plate and did really, really well. She's blocking really well, and she just brings a really positive attitude to the floor, and she works really hard. So, and with Devin, Devin was a hitter for us last year, and she's transitioned to a defensive role now, and that she's really done a really great job with that as well.
This week, the GLIAC opens. You have Tiffin on Friday at 7, ODU on Saturday at 2. 2 good GLIAC matches to start the GLIAC season.
Absolutely. Those 2 teams, we battled with last season. And I'm a different program. This is a different team than last year. And both of those schools are a little different as well. So I think this weekend, Tiffin runs a really quick offense. So that's where our focus is going to be this week, is really working on our blocking and our defense. And what do they say? Defense wins championships. That's where our head's at right now, and we're just excited to kind of get into the GLIAC and really start competing.
For the fans, you're also back into the old gym, we call it,
Right.
the old alumni arena, which, you went to the big one last year.
Yeah.
Lost some of the atmosphere, back in the smaller gym, which is, new lights, new floor, looks great. That's an advantage, I think.
Absolutely. We have such wonderful facilities here, and we really wanted to get in there and try our hand at playing in Alumni Arena. But like you said, the atmosphere for us, for our program specifically, was just kind of lost. And so the girls love it. We're back in, the old gym, which is our home. It's where we practice every day. It's a really loud and rowdy atmosphere at home, and so we can't wait to play in there again.
Good luck this
So,
weekend.
thank you.
Fans, now it's Friday night, 7 o'clock, Tiffin. Remember, students free with your ID, as well for the faculty, staff, and then Saturday at 2. Ohio Dominican, same thing, 2 o'clock, free for fans as far as we go with students and faculty staff. I'm Jim Clark. That's our Cavalier Volleyball Update. We'll talk to you next week.